So an interesting report came out about Chicago Bears wide receiver Chase Claypool and how the Bears are reportedly unhappy with Chase this offseason. So let's talk about this. Let's discuss what is going on, y'all. Faiz Sports Talk. Back at it with another video talking, of course, I'm NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit the big subscribe button down below. Please make sure you are following me on all my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so this report is coming from Mark Silverman of the Waddle and Sylvie show on ESPN 1000. It's interesting. So he basically talks about the following, all right, and I'm quoting here. I've heard from a few people inside the building that he is not somebody who is very self-motivated. There's a long way to go. He can change the narrative. Waddle always likes to say, if you want to change the narrative, change the narrative. So Chase Claypool can do so. All I can tell you is it isn't trending in a way that the Bears have wanted it to trend in this offseason. Chase Claypool is a guy that they've wanted to see some things from. They have not been able to see those things from him on and off the field. All those things don't sound great for Claypool going into training camp on where they think he's going to be, period, end quote. All right, so let's just obviously preface my comments here before I get started reacting to this quote by saying, we all know Chase Claypool thus far in Chicago in his very short career in Chicago has been a disappointment. There's no doubt about that, all right? He hasn't been able to produce, hasn't been able to live up to what the Bears gave up for Chase Claypool, but it has only been a very short amount of time. The man hasn't even had a full off season yet with the team until now. And so when I take a look at what Sylvie's saying, I'm not saying Sylvie's lying or he's wrong or anything like that. He maybe very well could have heard this from inside, the building. But I do think that Chase Claypool is going to change the narrative, like Sylvie's saying here. And I think it's just frustration on the Bears' part that they're not seeing the returns right away. It's just like when somebody's impatient, right? You're like, oh, I traded the 32nd pick for this guy. I need him to produce right away. And yeah, that'd be great in an ideal world, but not everything's always going to be ideal, right? Chase Claypool didn't get a chance to dissect the playbook, didn't get a chance to get comfortable with the offense. Like, he did not have a full off season, which is what you need to succeed. Now, if all of these things happen and then Chase Claypool season comes around, isn't able to produce and, completely bottoms out, yeah, sure, I'll, come on here right now and say that this trade was a mistake. But I'm willing to be more patient here and give it a little bit more time here. I think this report is all about the Bears management being impatient, people within the Bears building. I'm not saying it's Ryan Poles, but just people within the Bears building, just being impatient. Hey, he didn't produce last year, already has a soft tissue injury. He's missing mandatory mini camp because of injury. Like, they're just frustrated, okay? Just have patience. Let training camp roll around. He should be ready. Let the season come around. He should be ready. He is perfectly suited to succeed in a number 3 slot as the number 3 receiver. Remember last year he was the number 2 de facto guy behind Mooney and really the number 1. Now you got more Mooney. So, like, he is in a position where he is in a good spot, good fit, fits Justin Fields' skill set. We've got him for, the entire offseason, being able to know the playbook for Luke Getsy. Like, all of these things combined, I think Chase Claypool is going to be just fine. I do not have concerns. In fact, I have told you guys, since this trade happened, I believe it will be a win for the Chicago Bears. Could be wrong, but you got to plant your flag sometime, somewhere, okay? And I'm doing it with Chase Claypool. I think he will prove a lot of people wrong here. I think people are being impatient, so give it a little bit more time. And no, a game, 2-3 games into the season isn't enough. Let's reevaluate this once we're, in a good chunk of the season throughout. So let me know what you guys think. Do you believe this report in the sense of, being frustrated with Chase Claypool? I don't, but let me hear your guys' thoughts. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.